Good afternoon, ladies and gents, colleagues and customers. Welcome to the 2021 Power of Communication webinar series. We are engaged in the 5th session this week of 9 sessions total. And I'm happy to say we're going to keep this to a quick 20-minute overview. Today's session is the OMNEO Main Station Digital Beltpack, new products from RTS Intercoms. And we're going to keep it to 20 minutes. We know everyone is COVID webinar fatigued, and a quick 10-minute question and answer session at the end. So a total of half an hour for these sessions this week. So if you have any questions as we go through the presentation, please type them into the chat window and Angelo and I will get to it. And on behalf of everyone here at Bosch Communication Systems, we want to thank you guys for taking the time out of your busy schedules and joining us today for this session. Tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the Director of Sales for North America. My name is Greg Compagnon. I've been with the company since 2006, exactly 15 years this summer. It was actually the year that I started that Bosch Global acquired Telex Communications and all of the brands Telex, Electro-Voice, Dynacord, and the Bosch PA conferencing products that brought that into the fold in the summer of 2006. So I've been here ever since then. I'm based in the Boston area in New England, and enjoy my role here with the sales for all of the Intercom revenue for North America. And like my colleague here, Angelo, I'm a musician on the weekends, and I'm proud to say that I use a lot of Electro-Voice equipment in my spare time. So without further ado, we'll hand it over to Angelo here, and he can introduce himself and get us started with the presentation.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for attending today. My name is Angelo Piga. I'm the product manager for RTS Partyline and also the North American product marketing manager for all of Intercom. I've been with the company as long as Greg for 15 years. We started about the same time, and I am based in the Twin Cities in our Burnsville office in Minnesota. I've been working with the Intercom products for the past 10 years, and so we'll get started today talking about some exciting new products for RTS Digital Partyline. We have 2 new products that we've came out with this year that we have been shipping all around the world. We have OMS OMNEO Main Station and DBP Digital Beltpack. And so I'll go through an overview of these 2 products, and then Greg will tell you a little bit about our Romeo wireless, which we've had out for a few years now, which can also be used with Digital Partyline, and he'll also go over some Digital Partyline applications. So starting with OMS, OMNEO Main Station, this is an IP digital analog main station for Partyline intercoms. It is a bridge from analog to digital, so we are able to convert from 2-wire to 4-wire to IP. It is scalable. We have 5 different versions that can be upgraded at any time with a software license. So all of them use the same hardware. You just need a software license to extend the features on the unit. We have Omnio architecture, our IP technology that incorporates Dante and OCA, otherwise known as AES-70. And let's take a look. So we have comprehensive connectivity with this. This is the first Partyline product that we have that can connect to our entire portfolio. So anything that is Omnio based can connect to the OMS as well as our 2-wire and 4-wire products. So this can be used in all kinds of different verticals: AV production, live entertainment, broadcast, house of worship, theater. And like I said, Greg will go through some of those applications at the end of the presentation. So taking a look at the functionality, the main station can do up to 16 party lines. Every version has 2 program inputs and 1 stage announce. We're able to convert between 2-wire analog, 4-wire analog, Omnio, and also Arvon, which is our long distance external IP networks technology. We can support up to 40 Omnio devices. It can be used as a base station for our OMNEO wireless. So you could do up to 40 belt packs with one OMS. And you can support up to 8 key panels, which can be a mixture of analog, Omnio, Arvon. And then here are our 5 versions. We have OMS Analog, OMS Analog Plus, OMS Digital Basic, OMS Intermediate, and OMS Advanced. And each of these versions are available with 3 different headset variants, 4-pin male and female, and 5-pin female. So taking a look at the front and rear panel of the unit, from left to right, we have our panel mic connector, which uses our MCP mics that are used on our key panels. We have our channel controls, which each have a channel volume, call button, talk and listen. And so whatever is on our color display here is what these control. So if you're using more than 4 party lines, you can easily scroll through the 16 using the encoders on the side of the display to quickly get to the other party lines, and then whatever's displayed on the front will be controlled by the controls to the left. We also have a main volume in addition to our channel volumes. We have our keypad for menu navigation and to select functions. We have our speaker and our headset connector. On the rear of the unit, we have a locking power connector. We have our 2-wire connections, which can be configured to be RTS 2-wire, AudioCom, or ClearCom, and each can be selected individually. So if you have a mixture of products in your inventory, you could run RTS TW on channel A, you could run AudioCom on channel B, and you could run ClearCom on channel C. Or if you have an existing setup and you want to expand to IP, then you can connect whatever 2-wire technology you're using into here and expand your to IP devices, or 4-wire, which we have here. Also, like, each model has 2 program inputs and 1 stage announce. We have our GPIO connector, which has 4 relays and 4 optos. Control port for our AZ Edit software, so that you can configure displays, change colors of your tiles, all kinds of controls within AZ Edit. But there is almost everything can be done from the front panel as well. We have our port for our Arvon connections, and then we have our Omnio connectors, both RJ45 and fiber if you need to go further distance. So again, looking at the 5 variants, analog is our analog party line only 2-wire devices and 4 party lines. If you upgrade to Analog Plus, we have the 4-wire options, and also we have the ability to link multiple OMS units with Omnio tie lines. And you also get the 16 conferences with Analog Plus. Digital Basic, this is our wired Omnio only. So if you're looking to buy a unit where you're just using OMS and DBP, this is one that you could go with. You could do up to 20 Omnio devices, 20 digital belt packs. There are no analog features on this model, so this is wired IP only. Then we step up to digital intermediate, and with this, you have the ability to do OMNEO wireless for your Omnio connections. And we add in the analog 2-wire and 4-wire connections back in. We also add in fiber support. And then with Digital Advance, we offer more capacity for up to 40 Omnio devices and up to 8 key panels. And also 4 channels of Arvon are available. So we'll take a look at some examples of how OMS can be used. So we have OMS analog. We have 2 PS20s going into our channel A and channel B of our 2-wire. And these are going to BP 325 analog 2-channel belt packs. And then we have a BTR 800 UHF wireless unit, which we have 4 belt packs on, and these are going into channels C and D of our 2-wire. With Analog Plus, you get the 4-wire inputs. So here we have added KP3016 and DKP3016 analog key panels. And we have 2-wire coming in with our PS20. And then we have a tie line to another OMS unit, which is running a couple PS20s and a BTR 800. And this gives you the 16 conferences. Digital basic, so wired Omnio devices. You could do wired key panels or wired digital belt packs, up to 20 Omnio devices, 16 conferences. You have the 8 tie line support to do multiple OMS units, but there is no 2-wire or 4-wire on this. So if you need a mixture, if you need a hybrid unit to run both analog and digital IP, then you'll want to go to OMS Intermediate. So with OMS Intermediate, we add the wireless Romeo support, which you see here on the right, going to our AP1800 access points, to our TR1800 belt packs or Romeo. We have our analog going into our 4 analog key panels going into 4-wire, and we have 2-wire belt packs for PS20 going to BP325s. And with this, you can do up to 4 key panels, a mixture of either Omnio or analog. OMS Advanced, we expand our capacity, 40 Omnio devices. You get your analog 2-wire and 4-wire inputs. We expand up to 8 key panels, which can be a mixture of analog, Omnio, or Arvon. In this example, we show 3 key panels for going into our analog 4-wire. We have 2 key panels that are connected via Arvon, and we have 3 key panels connected via Omnio. Also, we have our Romeo system and a 2-wire going into this. So here's a look at our feature table, which you can find in some of our brochures and on our website. So just going through all the features, again, if you're looking to use digital belt packs, you need to use one of the digital models, basic, intermediate, or advanced. And for Romeo support, intermediate and advanced. And for Arvon support, advanced. All right, let's move on to DBP, Digital Belt Pack. We've recently just started shipping in May, June, and July. We've had a lot of great demand on this product. It's been shipping all over the world. And it has hybrid functionality, which means it can be used with OMS as digital party line in party line mode. And then we also can connect directly to one of our matrix products, an ODIN or an Atom or Atom M. And so this is the first belt pack that we've come out with where you don't have to have an interface to go into our matrix. You can go directly to it. We have the ability to daisy chain up to 6 digital belt packs. And it is a very user-friendly model. It's very easy to navigate the menus, to understand the functionalities. You don't have to spend too much time digging through a menu, although we do have a great manual up on the website that shows all its features, but very easy to use. As soon as you start navigating all the menus, it's really easy to get around and understand everything. So comprehensive connectivity, again, party line mode with OMS. You can see this display here. We have the talk indicators in the corner, and with party line, your listens are always on. If you're in key panel mode, we have these style of tiles, which look like our key panel tiles. So you have your talks and listens above each tile in green and red. And we can connect to any of our matrix products, to ODIN, Atom M, and Atom. Go through a few of the features here. So it's a 4-channel belt pack. It's PoE powered on 802.3 AF and 802.3 AT standards. The PoE out allows for daisy chaining of up to 6 DBPs. So the Omnio devices that it connects to are OMS, basic, intermediate, and advanced. You can do up to 40 belt packs with the advanced, and those connect in party line mode. And then we have our OMI card that's used with our Atom and Atom M matrix. And we have OMI 64 cards, so you could do 64 belt packs on one card. And with our ODIN, we have an ODIN 128 version that could run 128 Omnio ports. And so with the key panels, you'll be running in key panel mode, and with the OMS, running in party line mode. We have this available with the 3 XLR options, 4-pin male and female, and 5-pin female. And each version also has a 3.5 millimeter TRRS connector. We have superior sound, full spectrum audio, and we also have the ability to connect Bluetooth to stream to an audio device or mobile phone. There are 2 dongles that we are recommending, one from IO Gear and one from LM Technologies. So taking a look at the unit, we have our 4 talk keys, we have our color display, we have 2 encoders which are used for volume control, menu navigation, and menu selection. We have select and back buttons for our menu, which operates similar as the selections on your encoders. And we also have a call button. On the bottom of the unit, you have your PoE in and PoE out. We have our XLR headset connector and then our auxiliary connector. On the bottom of the unit, we have a USB port here. So this is where the Bluetooth dongle plugs in. Have a belt clip and also 2 lanyard rings if you want to hang the belt pack around your neck. So another look at OMS with DBP. We have our OMS going to a power over Ethernet switch, and then you can go directly to your belt packs, or you can go into 1 belt pack and then daisy chain up to 6 on each line. And 20 digital belt packs with OMS Digital Basic and Intermediate, and 40 digital belt packs with OMS Advanced. So with that, I will let Greg take over and talk to you a little bit about Romeo and digital party line applications.
Great, thanks, Angelo. Very nice overview of OMNEO Main Station and the digital belt pack. You know, one of the things that I've been really passionate over the years is our wireless technology. You know, we're coming up on 20 years of the BTR 800. It's a little bit of an anniversary. And if anyone's ever used the Radiocom BTR product, you know, you put it down, you fire it up, and it just works. Well, about 4 years ago, with the shrinking UHF spectrum, we introduced the Romeo product. This is a DECT-based 1.9 gigahertz platform product that can be used connecting via Omnio to our Atom frames. Well, what's really nice about the OMS is, we're going to show you in a second, the OMS can be used as a base station for these Romeo belt packs when used with the access point. The access point can be determined on how many belt packs you need to use, depending on what quality of audio that you want. An access point can allow up to 5 belt packs using the higher quality audio setting, or up to 10 belt packs per access point if you don't need that superior audio quality. And then we can do up to 40 belt packs and 10 access points per system. And here's what the belt pack actually looks like. You can dial through the party lines right on board using the talk listen channels. And we have a 5-pin connector on the back to be on the bottom to be used with a 5-pin RTS headset. So these Romeo belt packs go along with the access points, and depending on how much range or how many areas you need to cover in your venue, well, you would put up multiple access points that would line back to your matrix or the OMNEO Main Station. We'll show you some examples here coming up and showing you how the OMS can be used in different venue settings. So here's a situation that I just mentioned, that the OMS is being used as the Romeo base station. You simply connect the access points through a PoE switch leading down to the OMS. And then depending on how many belt packs that you need, will determine on what OMS version you want to go with. So if we want to do 20 Romeo belt packs, we would start out with the OMS intermediate base unit. If we want to do up to 40 belt packs, we would get the advanced version. And the really cool thing about OMS is, as Angela showed you in those charts, it's completely upgradable. So we could start with an intermediate OMS and decide later, hey, we want to add some more belt packs. We can have a software upgradable path to upgrade your OMS station, and then we can add some more belt packs depending on your system needs as they grow over time. So let's take a look at a couple situations in real world settings. We cover the house of worship, AV rental, theater, and here's a situation where we would use OMS in a house of worship setting. So an OMS digital basic version, and we're using digital belt packs along with the OMS. So this is a basic digital party line system that might be used in a house of worship. We can do up to 6 different party lines, and each user can dial through those party lines and speak to whoever they want to. We have analog feeds connecting to the mixing console, and then maybe a stage announce powered speaker. Those are analog copper lines, where all of the blue lines would be Cat5 through the PoE switch. Another case scenario would be a live entertainment system. And what we're doing here is we're expanding the digital party line system that we just had in the house of worship, but we're adding a complement of the decked wireless Romeo system. So as I said before, we would have a intermediate OMS version that would allow you to connect your digital belt packs down on the lower left side here through the PoE switch. And then up to the upper right hand, we would connect to access points, the AP1800s, incorporating Romeo belt packs. So now we have a hybrid system of a digital belt pack party line down in the lower right, and then a completely wireless complement to that with the Romeo belt packs via the access points. So really cool hybrid system, wireless and wired in this live entertainment situation. Here's a theater system taking it to another step where we're adding some key panels from the RTS matrix line. So again, a wireless and a digital party line wired system all through the OMS as the heart of the system. And we're adding a little bit extra with a key, the digital key, the desktop key panel from the RTS matrix portfolio. So we would have maybe a director or a mechanics operator using this in the theater at a standalone system where he can dial in and point to point and talk to anyone on the party lines throughout the system. We also are showing the relay signals off of the back of the Omnio Main Station as well. These are hardline wires that could do a bell system. We could do lighting off of that or open a door or something like that via relay signals. I think we've got one more, don't we, Angelo? Yes. Here's a fly pack small broadcast setup where we're using an advanced system. Again, we have a digital party line up to the top with the digital belt packs. We have 4 key panels down on the bottom where you would see this more in a broadcast situation where cameras and audio engineers, and they can dial in and actually push button talk to whoever they want to on the system. But most importantly, this offers the Arvon gate, the Arvon bridge that is can be connected over a long distance communication back to a broadcast facility. So we might have this system connected back to another frame, another Atom frame in another facility. Or it may be a mobile truck that pulls up outside of a venue that we want to connect to their system. So now we've incorporated one huge RTS communication systems at a venue like an arena or when you need to connect 2 different broadcast facilities. So those are some use cases on how to use OMS. I think we had 5 different cases there, Angelo. And just a really powerful system for really a low cost. And it's backwards compatible to our analog products. And as you saw, future compatible with all of our RTS Matrix products. So at this point, we're really conscious of your time, guys. We want to make sure that we get to some questions. We have a couple that came through the chat. I think I can filter through some of them here, Angelo. You know, one of the questions was, I'm building my first digital Beltpack system. How many Beltpacks can be daisy chained together, and what equipment do I need?
So with digital Beltpack, you would need an OMS to run as your main station or one of our Matrix products. And then you would need a power over Ethernet switch that runs 802.3 AT or AF standards. And you can daisy chain up to 6 digital Beltpacks on each line coming from your PoE switch.
Gotcha. Another question that came over regarding backwards compatibility. So a theater has a current analog party line system. If we incorporate the OMS as the new heart of the system, we would only need to go analog. But does the OMS have any power on board the unit out of the box?
The 2 wire channels on the OMS are dry lines. So you do need to have a power supply in between the OMS and the analog Beltpacks that you're going to.
Okay. We got one more here. TIFF unit will be used as an analog 4-wire ports. Is that a question?
Yes, you can use the TIFF 2000, 4000 into the audio ports of the OMS.
Okay, good. Can you please post some switches that you've certified or specs that we need to be aware of? Good question. So we're talking about PoE switches here, guys. Are there any in particular, Angelo, that we need to keep in mind of when we're building a system with OMS?
There's so many switches out on the market. It's difficult for us just to recommend one specific one. Like I said, the 802.3 AT and 802.3 AF standards are the main power specifications that you need to make sure that you purchase.
Okay, cool. Let's do one more here. A lot of interest in the digital Beltpack. Is the digital Beltpack replacing any of our analog Beltpacks in the portfolio?
We have no plans to discontinue any of the analog Beltpacks at the moment. So we are still selling BP 325s, BP 4000s, BP 5000s, our IFB Beltpacks. You know, it can definitely do the same applications as the analog, and you get crystal clear audio. And, you know, with OMS, you can connect your analog system to IP digital Beltpacks now. So if you have an older system that you want to continue to use, you can put an OMS in place and then add digital Beltpacks to that system without having to get rid of anything.
Perfect. And the good things, guys, is digital Beltpack and OMS are now shipping. So along with all of our analog portfolio that's been in our portfolio for years, this is the new complement, the new generation of digital Partyline. And we are happy to say that both OMS, all the versions that we talked about today, and the digital Beltpack are shipping. For pricing availability, contact your local sales manager across the states and in Canada, and they'll be happy to get you some pricing and availability, and we can ship immediately. Again, conscious of the time, guys, we're at the half hour. We want to thank you for your time. Want to mention the remaining 4 sessions that we have. We have one today at 3 p.m. Central. going over the new Telex Dispatch IP 3000 consoles. And then we have 3 tomorrow. We have the Dynacord SonicQ session at 10 a.m. Central. Back to RTS with the ODIN redundancy. We're going to talk about how our ODIN frames can be connected together and be used in a big system and have backup if anything goes down. Full redundancy with the ODIN matrix. And then Electro-Voice Evolve, the column speaker, a very, very popular speaker system. We're going to have our portable sound experts on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. So please get on the website and join any of these sessions that are remaining. And keep in mind that they're all recorded. And one mention of all of our social media platforms that we're on, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of them through Bosch Security, Dynacord, Electro-Voice, RTS Intercoms, and Telex. Get up there, get updates, and we just wanted to make sure that you all are part of our social media sites. But again, thank you all for your time. We know everyone's schedules are quite busy, and we wanted to keep it to a quick half an hour here. And we hope everyone have a great rest of your day and join us for the rest of the sessions this week. Thanks again for stopping by. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, everyone.